All right. Hello, everybody. Happy Monday night. Let me get Cindy in here really quick. Welcome, Cindy. Welcome, welcome. We got a few more people trying to come in. Let me grab them really quick. I think we're good. All right, you guys. How has today been? Let me make it so. Hey, Billy. All right, I think I got everyone from the waiting room. Oh, here comes another one. Hey, Andrea. Okay, or Adriana, sorry. Hey, guys, welcome, welcome. Oh, I gotta show her today. Just got it in the mail. I do a video. But really, I just want to talk about how the month's going. We are about mid-month. We know this is when the magic happens. We still have our 15 or $15, no, our $6 sign up. Welcome everybody. Let me just get Jennifer and Rachel in. There we go. And I also wanted to say thank you to everyone who is helping me with the result group. It's going to be an amazing resource. If you haven't checked out our team website yet, we have a ton in there. But one thing I want to talk to you about is confidence. Confidence, and sometimes with confidence, you have to fake it. I know before I started, I had no confidence at all, you guys. I'm like, why would anybody want to join with me? I have no success. Nobody would want to trade lives with me. I'm living in this trailer house, this rundown trailer house, like zero confidence until I realized confidence comes from almost faking it till you make it. I'm never a fake it till you make it type of person, unless it comes to that confidence. So when you guys press that live button, when you send out that message, when somebody messages you, even if you're not feeling confident enough, I want you just to put on that hat and almost like an actress. I know that sounds so weird, but just fake that confidence. Just do it anyways. And the more you do that, soon it comes real. That's what happened with me. Like I seriously, you guys, had the lowest self-confidence. I was extremely overweight. I was extremely poor. I had no friends, like no confidence at all. And that's why I failed for so long, for 8 years in network marketing. I've been doing this 22 years. I've been doing it a long time. The first 8 years, I didn't do very good. And, I would always blame other things. I would blame, oh, the products are too expensive. I would blame that. Then I'd go and switch to a different company. Well, guess what? I had the same results. And then I'd find something else to blame. Oh, the shipping is too expensive. It takes too long. Oh, my upline doesn't help me. Oh, she doesn't have a team group. We don't have resources. Just the list of excuses went on and on and on and on, when in reality, it all stemmed from my own confidence. And one thing that helped me was one of my old mentors. He said to me, he said, so I told him, I'm like, I don't feel like I am equipped to lead anybody. I don't feel like I'm equipped to answer their messages. I know some people on this call might feel that way now. And he said, well, that's making it about you, and you're being extremely selfish, because somebody who you came in contact with could need this opportunity more than you do, even. And since you're too scared to talk to them because you don't think you've had enough success, you don't think you have a good success story or a good product testimonial story, that's being very, very selfish. And until I actually took that to heart, like that's the thing that changed for me. So I really want you guys to start faking it. Like if you have low self-confidence, this business is going to build it up. I would never go live or on a video with a wig, especially a short little. My sister said I should be Veronica, the blueberry girl from Willy Wonka for Halloween with this one. I would never do that. But once you start, just even if you feel like you're cringe, even if you feel like you're gonna throw up at the end, um, just do the scary things anyway. You're going to start to really embody that confidence. And the same thing, like if you're not confident with people joining you, because this is something more times than not, you guys, I bet you there are at least 5 to 6 people on this call right now who we've had this conversation before. And they're amazing leaders because they have that heart. They care about people. That's the number one trait of a leader. I don't care how much success you've had. I don't care your title. Like, who cares about title? That means nothing. It does, none of that stuff matters. All that matters is if you want people to win. Because I know I used to sabotage myself by not even offering the business, not even talking about it, because I'm like, they aren't going to want to join me. What do I have to offer? And you see how that is also a selfish way of thinking. So if you are ever feeling that way, I want you to just fake it. Fake that confidence. And if they have questions that you don't know how to answer, guess what? They don't know that you're going to come and ask your sponsor. They don't know you're going to go check the team website or the team group pages to find that answer. You can just, get back to them as soon as you get the answer. Or there is no shame, you guys. No shame in saying, I'm not quite sure of that answer, but let me find it out for you. Do you know how many times I say that to people a day? Like so many times a day. People ask me questions. I have no idea. So I say, you know what, that's a really good question. I'm not 100% sure and I don't want to tell you wrong. So let me go find that answer for you. And then I come back to them with the answer. It's no big deal. They don't think, oh my God, she don't know her stuff. I'm not going to buy with her. I'm not going to sign. Like they don't think that. That's what we think in our head because we're so down on ourselves. Okay. So I think confidence is the number one reason people, and I don't want to say fail because you really don't fail in this business. Everything's learning. You can fail if you quit. But I think that's the number one reason people do fail in this business is their confidence. So that's something I really want to work on. Personal development has been huge for me. Let me let Norma in really quick. Huge for me. Until you start feeding your mind, I always say grow your mindset first and then your checks are going to grow. But until that mindset piece is there, your checks are not going to grow. It's going to stay the exact same, or maybe possibly even go down. Even 22 years later, I've done hundreds and hundreds of hours of personal development. I can't skip a day. If I do, I definitely see the result on my personal business. I definitely see that my views are down, my customers are down, my interactions down, and my checks down. Anytime I skip that personal development. So, it's not just me saying, hey, do personal development. It's me telling you the truth of my business. I need that so much. And that also helps with your self-confidence. And if you're struggling with self-confidence on the product or the comp plan, just go research. Have that as part of your DMO, your daily method of operation is to learn about 2 new products inside and out every day. And guess what? We have product knowledge on our team website, but I just got all that information from the pharmacy website. On every single product, if you click it, there's a little section that says, why do we love this? And pharmacy already puts the selling key features on there for you. So maybe once a day until you're very confident talking about these products, you go study. You go do a little bit of homework, right? And then once you get confident about the products, why we love it, the ingredients, what sets us apart, I feel like the confidence is going to be a lot easier because if you know what you're talking about, you're not scared to talk about it, right? The biggest thing is people don't want to look stupid. I hear it over and over again. I don't want to look stupid. I don't want to not know. That's why, hang on, baby. That's why I love that we have mostly messages, you guys. Like, you don't need to get back to them right that second. You can go find those answers. I'm sorry about my boy. Will's working late again. Oh man. Hey, Jackson, you want to come in here and come see your aunties? Oh, bear with me, mom life, mom life. Yeah, product knowledge is key, and we can just learn it. And you can even have little cheat sheets. Grab a notebook and do NutriPlus first, and just make little notes on things that you should remember about each product. You're gonna learn it. It's like being in school again, you guys. There is no pharmacy university. There's no network marketing direct sales academy. Like there's nothing like that. It's us just going out and trial and error, learning the stuff. And I'm going to tell you, failing a lot. Failing is a good thing in this business because that means that you're doing it. And the more you do it, you're going to master it. Every skill in network marketing, from recruiting to sales to marketing, none of it's a talent. Nobody is perfect at it, okay, right when they start. Everybody sucks at it. Everybody does. The very top income earner, she sucked at it. Me, I sucked at it. We all do. But it's that trial and error. I remember I used to sell Pure Romance when I was like 18, 19 years old. And my very first party was full of a bunch of middle-aged doctors. Like they were middle-aged women who were all very successful and they were doctors for crying out loud. And I got all the terminology of your body, the names wrong. Okay. I was talking about your bladder and I said gallbladder. Okay. I'm a 19-year-old girl, but I'm just doing it. I'm doing it anyways. And the more I did it, the better I got until I could just rehearse that entire presentation, you know, no matter like right from the middle, from the end, from any piece of that presentation, I had it down because I did it so many times. So if you send a message out to somebody and maybe it's a voice message and you just word vomit all over them and you're like, oh my God, that was horrible. I feel so embarrassed. Don't be, because you're going to get better. If you send that message out and someone is mean to you or they ignore you and you're like, oh my God, I must have said the wrong thing. No, you didn't. You're going to get better. So getting out there and falling down is the only way that you can stand back up. I always say I fell down. I say I fell down 7 times, got up 8, but in honesty, I fell down a million times, got up 1,000,001. That's the key to this business, you guys. Write that down. Fall down 5 times, get up 6. Because that's what we do. You fall down the 6th time, you get up 7. And you keep doing that until you're successful. Every successful person I know, every person who makes 6 figures, 7 figures in network marketing, they all have the same story. You know, my friend Brianna, she's a millionaire in network marketing, not in our company, it's in a different company. And she always has a training, and I kind of stole it a little bit, but she says, you know, how bad she's like, I was really good at sucking. And she kind of has a little bit of a dirty sense, like that's like her vibe. That's kind of her image, is kind of like little dirty. And so she like makes it like kind of like a little dirty joke in her trainings, but it's true. She sucked her way to the top. That's what she says. I said that once at a corporate training. I'm like, can I say something inappropriate? But it's kind of funny. But it's true. It's true. And she doesn't mean that like that. But you suck your way to the top, not in a perverted way. Get your mind out of the gutter, you guys. But you fail until you get there. So I want tonight to be a night that you turn things around for yourself, confidence wise. Okay. Even if you know it's fake, I want you to do it anyway. I promise you, 6 months from now, you're going to be pressing live and being just super outgoing. Like your whole personality is going to change because you're going to get used to it and you're going to get better at it and you're going to get more comfortable at it. I'm so sorry about the boys, you guys. I got 2 little autistic boys and they are very loud, but they are the coolest boys ever. But that's kind of what I want to talk to you about tonight, is that confidence issue, because I had 4 calls today, 4 coaching calls, and every single one, that's where they lacked, was the confidence. One on this call, she's amazing. I won't say who, but she almost tried to give me a recruit. She's like, I'm sending her to you because I don't think I can answer her questions. I said, no, 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 no. You are not. If she signs up with me, we're placing her under you because it doesn't matter if you know the answers. You can find them. That's what matters. So if you're on this call, you know what I'm talking about. I love you. You got this, and you are going to become one of the best leaders in this company. I know it. Everybody on this call, you guys, don't worry about what you don't know. Worry about that you do know. You want to help people. I'm going to let him in real quick. Hey, you want to come in here? No, he does not. He just wants to talk. You want to come in my office? You want to come in here? Yay. Let's go. Sorry, guys. Ruth, yes. Tomorrow. Let's do tomorrow. I don't know how many calls I have, but let's do tomorrow. My mom commented, should I send Dad over to watch the boys? No, it's okay, Mom. They're okay. We're like this is a big family call. Okay. If it was a corporate call, I would say yes. Get Dad over here now. But you're all his aunties. So, and one grandma. His real grandma. But okay, so yeah, confidence, got that going. I want you guys to work on it. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. And you're going to wake up not feel confident, but every day you work on it. Every day you tell yourself, and you guys, this might sound corny, but affirmations too. You know, when you wake up in the morning, when you're brushing your teeth, tell yourself that, you're going to do amazing today. You look amazing. You want to help people. Your heart's in the right place. Like, tell yourself these things. I know that can feel weird. I know it can feel kind of embarrassing, but I'm telling you, it works. It works. What we tell ourselves becomes reality. And did you know that, let's say some people have bad families. I have a good friend who, she has a horrible sister. I couldn't imagine, because me and my sisters are so close, but she has a horrible sister who talks about her and gossips about her, and she's so mean to her. And everything bad that her sister or somebody that is close to you or a friend or a coworker or even a spouse says to you that's negative, that stays with us. And did you know that we need 17 positive affirmations to cancel out that one negative? I learned that from a Tony Robbins training that I took, and that blew my mind. So every one negative thing you hear about yourself, you need 17 positive things to get that out of your mindset. So that's why I'm very careful with who I surround myself with. Even jokes. You know, if you have friends who make jokes, like if I went and I hung out with a friend, they're like, oh, look at that wig. And they were like making fun of me. Like even jokes, that gets into our mindset. So be very careful of who you surround yourself with. And that's why I love this community. You will never be shamed. You will always be included. We are all so different. I got some rocker babes, country babes. We got everybody, but like every area that you can get. We have gamers all the way to glam girls to grandmas to 18-year-old, you know, kids pretty much on this team, and we all get along and we all support each other and root each other on, and that's something really special. So this community, stay plugged in, you guys. Stay plugged in. The next thing I want to talk about is the $6 sign up. So how are we doing with the $6 sign up? I want you to get that little bit of that fake confidence and message people. Message people. And I know it's scary, but I have a bunch of messages for you on our team website. Oh man. Oh man, sorry guys, my other son came down. Hey Carter, can you take Sparkle, put her outside? Monday nights, y'all. Unexpected company shows up, always. Sorry. But that's $6 sign. We have messages in our team website. If you don't know what to say, I'm gonna let her in my office because that's annoying. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on. You don't want to come in now? Oh, you big. She's like a little baby pig. She's so dense, little but dense. All right, there you go. Go in your bed. Monday nights. I love them. I love them, but they're crazy busy. With the $6 sign up, also use me. Use me. If you have people who are interested, like that's my number one selling product. That product has helped me personally so much. So if you have people who are interested, you're not really sure what to say, even if you do know what to say, you know, third party verification is so it's 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 so powerful. You know, your friends, the people you know on social media, most of them, they don't see you as an expert in business. I'm just gonna be honest. Same with mine. You know, my family, it took me until probably only, I don't know, I'd say 5 years ago for them to see me as an expert in business. They see you as what you were or what you are. So like your friends from high school, they see you exactly how you were in high school. Your friends from the office, they see you as, you know, what you are. Just they don't see you as a business person. So that third party verification, I can't tell you how hard I worked my old sponsor in, not Unique, but it was a company called Secret Direct I was with before Unique. I worked that man. I got him on probably 5, 6 calls every single day. I utilized that. He told me, hey, get me on a call, and I took him up on it. You guys, take your sponsor up on that. Take me up on that. Get us on calls, because then guess what? It's that third party verification. The person's thinking, okay, she's not just trying to get me. You know, this is somebody else who's vouching for what she says. And they see me as the expert, even if they don't know me. Like your sponsor, she could have started yesterday. And they're going to see her as the expert because they don't know her. They don't know her. So use that third party when you're doing your recruiting. Use our hub. That's also a third party tool. When you get somebody in the hub and you tag them in a video, that's a third party tool. So just keep it super simple. Don't overcomplicate it. And that's going to help with the confidence issue. This whole call is on confidence. And that's going to help with it is if you keep it simple, just don't overcomplicate it. And what you know is what you know. If you don't know everything, that's okay. I don't know everything. I don't know everything about pharmacy products. I don't. We have 500 different SKUs. That's a lot of products. I don't know everything about everyone, and that's okay. And if somebody asks me a question I don't know, guess what I say? You guys know. I don't know, but I'm going to find the answer for you, right? So I want you to take that with. Let's open it up. I want to see if anyone has any questions I can go over. So if you do the little hand raise. It's at the bottom. It's called reaction. Yeah, don't stop. Erica's going to be hitting director soon, you guys. Way to go, Erica. And then guess what? It's down the list. Guess what, Cindy? You're on that list. Jessica's on that list. Ruth, you already are director, but Golden is on that list for you. Stacy, Crystal, Golden's on director for you. You're all on my list because you guys all are the next closest ones on my front line. I'm proud of you. All right. Any questions, you guys? anything that you're struggling with, here is the time. My kids are being good and quiet. Let's take advantage of it. Yeah, as now, if you guys want to do a coaching call with me, I love doing them. I'll do them all day long. There, it's on our team website, theteamsparkletraining.com. Hey, Cindy, let me unmute you real quick. Okay, there you go, girl. You're still muted.
Okay, dang. Okay, my question is with a $6 sign up. I have a couple of people that have bought the nutrition, the L-carnitine, stuff like that, but they say I can't afford to do that. So I have offered them the $6 sign up, and their comeback is, but you won't make any money. I feel bad doing this because you're not going to make any money because I'm going to get everything at half price. So, what is the best answer? Now, me, I told them I don't care about that.
Mhm.
I mean, that's kind of what I said, if you buy more than what you normally would, or if you continue to buy everything each month like you have been, and I want to know where you got the damn wig. I want the wig. And
Check.
I'm serious. I want to buy that wig. So, but I want to know the best way that any of y'all can chime in, not just Amber, that you would handle that to convince that person to go ahead and take the $6 sign up, get them signed up, and get them buying the products every month instead of every other month or whatever. Because, like I told my best friend, because she's the main one that keeps saying, but I feel bad because you won't make any money. And I'm like, don't worry about whether or not I'm making any money because I'll make it in the long run because, you know, you will increase my volume and at the end of the month I get a little bonus. So, you know, is that the best way to handle it?
That is. I would tell her, say, well, my first goal is to help as many people as I can. And I would rather have you have 50% off and get to try everything in our line. So you're not spending money at Walmart, Target. And when you do that, it is going to help me. Say, I'm going for a position called director, and that's not just my own personal sales. That's the sales of people on my team. So every time you buy a toothpaste at 50% off, every time you buy your shampoo and conditioner at 50% off, that's helping me get to that director goal. And I feel good that I get to help you. Like I signed up for a discount too. You can even say that. Be like, I love the 50% discount. I think that is the right way. If anybody else has any suggestions, you can raise your hand and I'll unmute you. But I really do. And tell her you're going for that director goal. Say, my name, I was on a call and my name it is three on the list. Three on the list of what is gonna be next.
Me and Jess are going to do this together.
I love that. Yes, you are.
But yeah, I
So
mean,
yeah, that's what I would say.
that's what I've been doing. I've been trying to make them understand that even though I won't make a commission in the front end, that if they bought consistently and ended up buying more, I am going to make the money on the bottom end. So
Yeah, yeah. And I would also tell them, say, you never know. If somebody compliments your, maybe depending on what she buys, maybe compliments your skin, maybe you lost a few pounds, whatever it might be. And you can
yeah.
always just give your referral code. I'm gonna make money on that. We're both gonna make money.
Yeah, and I've told her, she was kind of leaning toward doing the subscription, because she gets, and she said, "What does TJ do?" And I said, "TJ does the subscription. He, just refuses to do that, which is my son, and so he's got everything he can get on subscription and does the rest of the stuff." But I can't get him on the Aloe Glow or the L-carnitine, even though he does need to lose some weight. But he was looking at it today, and I said, "You need to do that. Don't curb your appetite." And I was giving him the whole spiel, and I'm like, "And get off them damn energy drinks, But anyway, okay. So I will continue with that. I've got another person that at the first when she started purchasing from me, she bought a lot of the Nutra Plus items and she's really slacked off. And she's, she's a few years older than me. She's in a single income household, she's a widow. And so, I can understand why somebody like her cannot afford it. So I'm gonna push Kay to do that too. And Sherry, so I'm liable to have two sign up shortly.
Yay! And if you need my help with any of them, shoot me a message, because I can back you up with the same thing. And you guys, like I always say, I love customers. We're in this to make money, but first and foremost, we're in this to help people. We really are. And if I knew somebody who's fixed budget, widow, like I would want her to save money. I really would. So we're first and foremost are in this business to help people, and the money will come. The more people we help, that's what they say determines our check, is how many people we're
Well,
helping.
yeah,
So
that's all volume. And I look at it that way. I
yes.
mean, of course, it'd be nice to get 50% of $500 a month from somebody, but that if they don't have the money, they don't have the money.
I
And
would
I'm
feel
like
bad getting that
you,
money. That's why most of us left our previous company, is because our customers, we didn't want them to go broke. Like,
exactly.
do I need to buy groceries or do I have to buy the skincare that Amber is expecting me to buy and I don't want to let her down? Like, I would never want anyone in that
Exactly.
position.
And there's a couple of people that are like that, KK is one of them. She's like, I feel bad, but I can't afford anything this month. And that kind of tugs at your
It
heartstrings,
does.
when you care about somebody. And like I said, I would rather her be able to buy the stuff she wants to buy and get it at 50% than to not get what she needs and have to go to damn CBS and buy it. That
Amen.
just drives me crazy. So, okay, well, that
Same.
answered my question. Thank you. And don't forget, send me the link
I
on the
will
web.
send it to you. I'll send it to you. Hi, Tony. Let me ask you to
Love
unmute.
you.
I love you more. Ask to unmute. All right, you should be good, Tony.
Okay, I have a question about Instagram.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to grow on Instagram, and you're the queen of Instagram.
I do love
So
it.
sharing out other people's, even sideline sisters and all that, sharing their post out, is that like Facebook where it hurts your algorithm?
It doesn't
Because
hurt
I
your
don't.
algorithm. No, it doesn't hurt your algorithm. This is gonna sound, I hope this doesn't sound bad, but if somebody tags me in a story, I'll share that story, but I don't share a lot of other influencers' posts. It's the same thing. I don't know if you in my old company there were some influencers who they had very large sales, okay? Like I'm talking crazy 50,000, $100,000 a month. But a lot of them, the way they got there is because they did really good videos, so the entire field would share their videos. Well, guess what happened? They handed all of those girls handed their entire network to these influencers now who are millionaires. They handed their entire network over to them on a silver platter. And that's one thing I would always tell my team not to do. I say watch my videos, recreate them, or download it where it's not shared from my page. I don't care if you do that. Download it and repost it from your own page, because I do not want your customers. I'm not a person like that. That is, ugh, I do not want that. And I've actually had that happen to me before. In Unique, I was, a lot of people knew who I was. So a lot of people would share my stuff, and all of a sudden I would start getting orders from people, and I'd be like, "Hey, how did you find me?" And they're like, "Oh, my friend shared your video." And I'm like, "No, no." I felt so bad. So I don't ever share my stuff. If you do, you can share from stories. And then I kind of make it big and you can't see my name, or download the video and share it. That's just my personal take. I'm never someone who's like, scare tactic, like scared of things, but you got to be smart in business. We all share the same type of clientele, right? And let's say I shared something of Crystal's, which I don't care because it's my team. If Crystal gets a customer, I don't care if she takes that customer. I'm still going to get paid off it, and I would rather see Crystal work. So, but if they're not on your team, that's a different story. But somebody could see crystals and be like, oh my God, she's just the same personality as me. I love this woman. And then guess what? I lost my customer to Crystal, which I wouldn't care because Crystal's my front line. But let's say Crystal was on a whole different team, I would care.
Yeah. I was wondering because I've been sharing a lot of Crystal stuff. I shared some of your
Crystal.
stuff today. And I shared a couple other ladies' stuff, and I'm like, is that public? Like, do they see that? I know I see it, but
They
do they?
see it, and our team, our group will never try to steal your customers. That is one thing with our group. But sometimes they place orders and we don't know, and then I feel
Yeah.
horrible. So that's my take on it. I don't want to be like scare tactic or anything because I do share people's stuff every now and then, but just don't do it a whole lot. If you can, try to recreate what they did.
Okay, I'll do that. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Crystal.
Okay. Yes, Tony, thank you for sharing my stuff on your stuff, but I would never, ever, ever, ever take your customers. I promise you, or any of your people, because a lot of times, guys, too, what happens, like even if someone reaches out to me and I've never met them before, I will actually say to Amber, and I've done this before, it's like, hey, have you ever heard of this girl before? Have you ever heard of, because she just randomly messaged me saying that she wants to join. And then I think Amber's like, yeah, she was with me, I think with the old company or some, but you can have her. I mean, it was nothing, but it was still like, I'll always ask somebody, like, hey, do you know this person? Like, kind of check. Because if they just randomly message me or something, that's just how it works. But I do agree with Amber, like recreate people's posts, recreate people's reels, recreate something like in the stories. Because I've seen so many of your guys's like awesomeness, and I'm like, ooh, I like that. I'll save it, and then I'll put my own little spin on it with the reel or a post or something like that because it's really good work, but I want to put my own vibe on it. Because if you take something from me or from Amber or Davina or something, of just you're taking and you're reposting what we have, it's not you being authentic. So recreating and just make it messy, make it you. You know what I mean? And so that's even going to build your confidence too by recreating and not reviewing it 100 times. Trust me, if I reviewed half the stuff that I do, I would never post. Never post. So I'm just like my normal self. People know me as me, and they're going to know you as you. So that's my take on like the confidence and just recreating your own stuff.
All right, you guys, my internet went out for a minute. Am I frozen? Okay, good. But yeah, recreate, and that does help your confidence big time. And I second with you, Crystal. Do not review your stuff over and over. I used to have a rule back when I first started doing makeup videos. They were on YouTube because we didn't have Facebook Live at the time, and it would take me literally like 10 hours to do one video because I kept watching it and deleting it. Be like, oh, I look stupid in that one. Oh, I said the word wrong in that one. You're always going to find something that you hate. Okay. So then I made myself a rule. You're going to shoot it. You're not going to watch it. You're going to post it. And that was scary to do, but that's what I had to do. Hey, mom. Okay. I feel weird saying Christy. This is my mom, you guys. I'm going to ask you to unmute.
Okay, am I unmuted?
Yes.
Okay, I'm very nervous to talk about this, but okay, let me breathe a minute. What I am struggling with is, and I kind of took a hiatus there for a little while because this summer I had a good time. I didn't have FOMO. I had what did I call it again? Fear of missing out on taco and beers. So FOMTAB, I guess. I had FOMTAB very bad. I put on 30 pounds. And then I just got depressed and was like, got sick. I have 4 autoimmune diseases, back disability. So then I started having mobility problems and I couldn't walk. I couldn't even barely walk to the bathroom. Very depressed, just got into a really bad place in my life. And so I kind of stopped taking my NutriPlus also. And then I thought, how am I gonna jump back into this and sell NutriPlus when I am not walking the talk? When I am overweight, how am I gonna tell people thinner than me, in better condition than me, hey, look, come look. And I was working so hard on my before and after too before this. And I just fell off. I just fell off. Um, and I'm working really hard now, getting back to it. I'm back on the NutriPlus. Um, I actually finished. I can't believe I did this. I don't know how. I guess out of pure desperation because I was in so much pain. And I thought I'm headed for a wheelchair. And I knew surgery, knee surgery. Hell no, am I doing knee surgery? That's painful. No way. So I'm like, I got to do something. And I started the NutriPlus and I just said, okay, we're going to go hard. We're going to go extreme. Because I'm a very impatient person and I will give up if I don't see results immediately. And I thought, okay, well, let's do this. And I read about it. I did all the research and I found out that I can reverse my symptoms, blah, 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 blah. But I did last day. This will be my last day. I did it 2-week fast with NutriPlus, the teas, herbal teas, black coffee, our antioxidants, everything. I lost 25 pounds. I lost 25 pounds, and from here, I'm just gonna start eating really nutritious, keep up the light exercise because I can't even like fully exercise yet. I gotta exercise in water aerobics, stuff like that, very light walking, sauna, things like that, and so I'm gonna get that after picture, but it's hard. It was hard, and I lost my confidence completely. And I thought, I've been seeing everybody's before and afters, and I'm like, I've just felt like such a failure, such a failure. So now I'm very behind. I'm very behind. And yeah, titles and all that don't matter, but it helps you keep track. It helps you keep track. And so I slid back down. But so how do I get back out there? You
You
know,
just jump in. Tell your story. What you just told us. I know
okay.
it's scary, but do a
Yes.
video.
I was
Do a
embarrassed. I
video.
was so embarrassed.
It is. Yeah, people are going to be embarrassed, but you shouldn't, like, that's just our human nature. But you just think of how many people are going to relate with that. How many
Yeah.
people out there who are going to be like, "Oh my God, that is me too." And my autoimmune diseases are kicking my ass. I've been in bed for 2 weeks, and
Yes.
you just jump right back in. And that's what I tell people who've taken time off. Just jump back in and just be honest. And this is real life. We're real people, and that's what we're showing the people who are watching us. We're not these perfect little influencers because nobody cares about that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Nobody cares about that. They want to see
Yes.
real
Yes.
everyday people who are like them.
I
And that's what you have.
and that's my toxic trait is perfectionism, which really
Yes, I
equals
know. She always wants to be perfect. Always, 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 always. And you
which
can't.
really
Perfection isn't real.
it equals procrastination. I've been doing my self development. It is procrastination, and there is no such thing as perfectionism. And that's from being, that comes from growing up being constantly bullied and, hey, you're doing this wrong. Hey, and like my dad practically beat it into our head. You can't do anything unless you do it perfect. Don't do it unless it's perfect. You got to be an expert before you do
Well,
it.
he was wrong.
He was very wrong. I agree. I love you, Amber. All right, that's all I
Love
had to
you.
say. Love everybody too. Thank you.
That's my mama, you guys, and very proud of her. And just jump right back in. And just remember, you're a real person and you have a real story. Hey, Krista, I saw that your hand was up. Did you want to go? I think you can unmute. Let me see. I hate that it's on there like locked.
Okay, yeah, I was just gonna just kind of respond from Christy a little bit because I feel you because trying to go into the wellness, trying to get the wellness program going for my own people and then just trying to show because I tried the Ozempic and I tried the Manjaro and I can't take it. The Ozempic, I literally get sick to my stomach. Oh, and the Manjaro, I actually gained 50 pounds.
I heard that. I heard that was somebody
And
else.
so it was just like I had to stop all of that and then just start fresh by eating healthy and then just doing these NutriPlus. And you seriously just inspired me because now I'm going to tell that story. even though it's like, there's so many people, I've got a lot of friends who are on those and have success, and I love that for them. Wish it was successful for me. But just, I've had a lot of people are telling me, when they saw me getting sick, I would have petechiae all over my face from vomiting so much from the Ozempic. And then I quit that, tried the Manjaro, and then it was like, bam, took one dose, and I was like, I was feeling okay, and then all of a sudden it was just like gradually they upped it and upped it and upped it, and then it was like 50 pounds later, and I was like, what in God's name? I literally lost 100 pounds prior to this doing normal activity. And so, Chrissy, that's really inspiring. And just get out there, tell that story, because you can reach people like you, like me, like people who are overweight, and we have to do this in a different aspect of, you know, of just doing the NutriPlus and then just taking those steps. You know what I mean? And so I think that, just keep on doing that, because it does get depressing when we see so many people who are losing weight, really fast, or like, with the NutriPlus. And it's like, I want to be like that. I want that. I want that for my customers. But literally, that just inspired me. And thank you so much for talking.
I want to add something to that really quick. So sometimes we think too, we can't talk about the nutrition products if we're not in shape. And that is not true. I actually have a very good friend who she felt uncomfortable going to a fitness trainer that was, looked like a fitness trainer. She felt she just it made her uncomfortable because where she was at the point. So she was on the search and she found a really good plus size fitness trainer, coach, and that's what she was looking for because she wanted somebody who knew what her struggles were. She wanted somebody who she felt confident around. And the same thing is with us. So sometimes we think we can't talk about the nutrition products if we're not at where our goal is, and that's not true. Take people with the journey, and health is so much more than the scale too. I mean, I know people who would be considered overweight who they can walk. They can do way more walking than me. They are healthy. They are healthy. So keep that in mind. That's all. All right, Rachel, I'm gonna ask you to unmute.
Okay. So I feel like you should just tell people, hey, I fell off the wagon and I'm back.
Mhm.
So I had an incident that nobody knows because I kind of kept to myself these last couple of days. So I might spill the beans. But I was put on medication that is making me lose my hair, like in chunks. So I was freaking out. And it grew back with all of our collagen and everything else. It had been really healthy. It's not that way anymore. Like so bad that I have to wear a wig, I think, until it grows back. So just like that, I think I have to just go on and say, hey, this is what happened. This is what we're doing. And then we have to move on from there. But
Yes.
this is just like the last few weeks. Like I've been freaking out back and forth in the doctors, like freaking out. So I feel like it's that. I fell off. It changed. Let's redo it together.
I like that. And now you got me all worried. So I'm gonna text you after this. So I hope your health and everything's okay. But saying that, I will tell you, welcome to the wig life.
Girl, I ordered about 10 of them and I'm scared. I'm going to take them to my hairdresser so she can fix them.
Yeah, you're gonna love them, and it opens up a lot of new connections for you. Know how many people follow me for wigs? So many.
I
But I do hope, all of that aside, I don't want to be like super chipper and be like, oh, you're gonna love your wigs. I'm gonna pray for your health because
No, I'm
yeah.
good. I'm
You're
good.
good?
But
Okay, well then welcome to the wig life, girl. So
oh my
awesome.
God, look at that. Yeah, but no, for real. I feel like that because we all fall off bandwagons. That is the most normal thing in the world to do.
Mhm.
But to say I fell off the bandwagon and let's do this together, that's gutsy, and that brings people to the fact that it can be done.
And we're all human. We all fall off. Every single one of us. I don't care who you are. Every single one of us.
But yeah, we still need a call. I messaged you today.
I didn't
I
get
think
it.
you
I've
need-
been had a really busy day, but yeah, let's get a call scheduled ASAP.
Okay.
All right, you guys, that's what I got for you tonight. So thanks for hanging out with me on a Monday night. You guys know you're the best team in the entire world, and I'm so grateful that I'm connected to you guys. And oh, you want wig info? They're all on TikTok Shop. They only cost me like $30 or less. They're all cheap. But I love you guys so much. I will talk to you later. See you tomorrow.